Hari Om. Sparsan kritva bahirpayanschakhyushchantaro bhruvo pranapano samau krutva nasabhyantaracharino yathendriya manobuddhihi munirmoksha parayana vigatecha bhayakrodho yah sada mukta eva saha. So here great Lord talks about equanimity. That is there in every religion that you explore and understand it deeply. You will see most of the humanitarian religions, they talk about this middle path is the golden path. Buddhism says that. Yin and yang in Chinese, yin represents the feminine and yang the masculine, and when they're in balance, that's the way to go. And here in this verse in particular, God is talking about equalizing the breaths in the two nostrils. So we know that the prana shakti, that breathing is the essence of life, right? From taking the breath through our nose to the respiration at the cellular level. If it stops, then we are done. The physical existence ceases. So here we know that importance of breath and life with life. Now, when they're talking about the breath through the two nostrils, if they're equalized, that means sometimes they're not, right? Actually, most of the times they're not. If you go deep into all those things, you will see when and when not, which nostril is more active. And the idea of all the yoga and different ways of meditation and God relation is to equalize the breaths. So the prana shakti or pranamaya kosha, what is discussed in our ancient literature, is the different nadis. There are many different nadis, thousands of them, and they're segregated into three different nadis mainly. One is the ida, that's the feminine, that's run on the left side of the nostril, and the pingala, that runs on the right side of the nostril, and it's the masculine energy, and they work on the contralateral side of the brain. And we know that science now proves that the right and left brain have very different functions, and the majority of the thing that the right brain does is more kind of imaginative, creative, looking at the whole picture. It's kind of more adventurous, more erratic, but and that's the feminine side. And on the other side, the left side is more kind of straightforward, calculative, more rational. So that's the masculine part of the brain, and they're innervated by they're aerated by the different sides of the nostrils is what the thought is, but the idea is the nervous system. And we know that the nerves kind of cross over and supply the other side of the brain. The tracts that run in the spinal cord go and supply the opposite contralateral side of the brain. So they're saying that when these two brains start functioning equally, that's when a person becomes equipoised and has less of sense, running after senses, or less of too much of emotions, too much of intellectualization, or too much of overthinking. All those things go away when these two sides of the brain are equipoised, and when they're in total complete balance, that's when a person is said to be a realized person. And it's the other way out too. A realized person has both sides very well balanced, and the different pathway we follow is to make it happen. All right, Hari Om, that's it.